How's it going, everyone? Welcome to my video. This is from a Bobby Fischer game. Black played the move King G7. It is white to play and win, so if you need to pause the video to look over the position, feel free to do so. But before we get into the answer and the variations, let's take a quick look at this game that Bobby Fischer played against Svetozar Gligoric. It was a Roy Lopez. Fischer played Bishop B5, and Fischer played this line. This is all very well-known stuff. This line with C3 and an eventual D4 just to gain space in the center. Gligoric played Rook E8, Knight D2, Bishop F8, possibly trying to reroute the bishop to G7. Fischer played this classic maneuver with Knight F1, trying to go Knight G3, and ultimately get some control of the F5 square. We'll see that kind of play a key factor later. Bishop G7, Knight G3, Knight A5, Bishop C2, both sides maneuvering. Black tries to sink the 9 to C4, but Fischer kicks it away with B3, and plays A4, kind of trying to crack a little tent on the queen side. C5, and eventually everything is locked up, just like Bobby wants it, because with the knights and the bishop, he's going to be doing some action on the king side, and it's better for the king to be locked up in that situation. So he goes queen d2, knight h7, king h2, bishop e7, knight f5, sinking the knight into the f5 square. If the bishop takes, then pawn takes is going to be very strong and can be joined by the pawn and everything like that. So Gligoric trades the bishop on g5, then Bobby takes it, kind of ruining the pawn structure on the king side. Fischer plays g4 to solidify the knight on the f5 square. Gligoric plays g6 to kick away the knight. Bobby retreats the knight. Here, Gligoric plays f6, trying to solidify everything, including the g5 square. And here, I like this sort of idea by Fischer to play this move rook h1, with the idea being to go king g2 and open up the h-file for the rook. You're going to place the rook there and place the king obviously out of the way in order to be able to do that. And he goes f3 first to protect g4, and then goes h4. So now Fischer has the whole h-file to himself. And after rook h7, Bobby doubles on the h-file. Once again, he has the h-file all to himself. And after g5, Fischer is not going to retreat. He's going to go forward with rook h6. And here, Gligoric, now it's a tough position, but he does blunder by playing king g7. A better move would have been a move like bishop e8 or knight h7 to just defend. But after king g7, Fischer unleashes rook takes f6, sacrificing the rook. The point is, if king takes, then you notice that the king and queen are lined up for a diagonal skewer. And if queen takes f6, then the king and queen are this time lined up for a knight fork with knight h5. So rook takes f6, the brilliant rook sacrifice prompted a resignation, and just like that, Bobby Fischer destroyed his opponent.